Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go in our nation's capital. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. It's Rashid Shaheed bringing it in. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Commanders nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he works free. He gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They will run. It's Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 28.
They'll run once more with JCM. A great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
15 yards.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Running out of the gun with Krosky-Merritt. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Daniels. And it's caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Seahawks 7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 66 yards. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. To the air goes Daniels. He's got his man. It's Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Krosky Merritt. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown! Jalen Lane. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Successful. That makes the score. Commanders 16. Seahawks 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Down the field, he's got Shaheed.
Hey, good shit, bro. Good shit.
Down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks have yet again retaken the lead.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right back to Krosky Merritt on first down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Daniels going to throw for it.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Daniels looking to throw. Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Washington.
Straight ahead, Krosky Merritt.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. To throw is Daniels.
Rolling to his right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Washington first down.
Here's Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
That is caught.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Was shot right.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up with a 2-point.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
That makes the score. Commanders 24. Seahawks 20.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Darnold.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Darnold.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had